Good day, farmers. I'm Tapir Ngui from Zim Earthworm Farms, and in this episode, we're going to be looking at the very foundation of every crops, the soil. Different soil types, sandy, clay, and loam, each influence how maize roots grow and how nutrients move in the soil. Understanding your soil type is the first step to growing a healthier and more productive plant. So in this trial, we're working with sandy soils. Sandy soils are light and well drained, which means maize roots spread quickly and deeply. However, they don't hold onto water and nutrients for long, which means extra care is needed in terms of fertilization and irrigation. So in maize, you'll typically see faster and early root growth, but plants may struggle later if nutrients leach away. So now that we've looked at the soil type that we're working with, let's look at the root length and root density of each of the maize crops from the different treatments. So why we consider root length and root density is because they are key indicators to plant health. Longer roots means the plant has better access to nutrients and moisture, while denser roots means the plant is anchored and it has better resilience. So remember, stronger and denser roots begin from the seedling preparation stage, which is why we applied our Nutrich earthworm poop tea to our organic treatment and our 50-50 chemical treatment, except for the 100% chemical treatment, which we did not apply any earthworm poop tea, so that they build stronger and denser roots. So now let's measure the roots across the different treatments to see which one has the longer and denser roots. So what we basically did is we picked 3 different plants from each of the treatments. We picked the biggest and the second biggest and obviously the smallest from each of the treatments, and we measured the root length for each of these treatment. So our treatment with the longest roots and more denser roots was our 50% chemical and 50% vermicompost treatment, followed by our 100% organic treatment, and lastly our 100% chemical fertilizer treatment. That's it in this video. Next treatment. That's it in this video. Pests and diseases, and we're going to be comparing how each of the crops in the different treatments are being affected or may not be affected by pests and diseases. But before we leave, we're going to be applying our top dressing starting today. So we're going to be applying our Nutrish Vermifolia for our 100% organic fertilizer treatment and our 50% chemical and 50% Nutrish Vermicompost treatment. Both of those will be applied Nutrish Vermifolia, except our 100% chemical fertilizer, which we are just going to be applying our AN as a top dressing fertilizer. So we'll find out in our next episode how each of our treatments are faring. So until next time.